You can see the passengers are frustrated because that pontoon boat was blocking them from coming into the pier. They'd been waiting 45 minutes to disembark after a pleasant dinner cruise on the Alabama River in Montgomery, Alabama. At one point, they cheer on the co-captain as he confronts the boaters. They begin to chant, "Get out of the way." Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
This video is brought to you by Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in days away from the Durban Accords, the greatest threat to the U.S. dollar's global dominance in the past 80 years. On August the 22nd, BRICS nation, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are expected to announce the launch of a new international supercurrency fully backed by gold or other commodities. This is part of the long-term plan to supplant the U.S. and the dollar as the cornerstones of the global financial system. How can you protect your IRA or 401k from the fallout from this landmark announcement? You can diversify with gold from Birch Gold Group. Historically, gold has been the safe haven in times of high uncertainty, which is what we're experiencing right now. Get a free information kit on gold IRAs and decide for yourself if a tax shelter retirement account backed by physical precious metals is right for you. Text the word Brandon to 989898. There is a monumental shift happening amongst nations that control 1/3 of the world's GDP, and it's kicking off on August the 22nd. Arm yourself with information to protect your retirement savings. Text Brandon to the number 989898 and claim your free information kit from Birch Gold today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this and make sure everything you need to know is in the description section. I want to talk about the Montgomery race brawl. I think it ended up being a race brawl that happened just the other day. Everybody's making memes, Wakanda forever. It's hilarious because at the end of the day, I don't think it's that significant. Although the display that we saw was a racial bias, or not racial bias, but a racial battle that we saw unfold in Montgomery. It appears that it did not start racial, it became racial. And to be honest, everybody's participating in it. You know, even though it became racial from the black, in my opinion, from the black folks that jumped in, everybody else was still jumping in too. So it's not like it was just, in my opinion, just this beat down that occurred, you know, and one side was antagonizing the other side. It became a hilarious brawl. Thank God nobody was seriously injured. But what it appeared to have been is that there was security regarding, they were using a dock, and it seemed like the white guys that were in a particular party, they were violating some type of a ordinance or something of that nature. And so the black guy who was like security or something on the staff and the other white staff members were beginning to manipulate their boat to some degree. And so then it seems like the probably drunk, unruly white guys just so happened to get into the physical confrontation with the black guy and not necessarily the white guys initially. But then the brawl began to unfold, and it seems like the white rowdy party that started the physical altercation began to fight the black man and the white kids that were working for the dock, it appears. But as black folks see another black man getting pummeled by a whole bunch of white people, it is ancestral instincts that black people are going to come up to defend this black man that's getting stomped on by a whole bunch of white people. Now, I think that's when it became racial. And then all you see is a battle royale of black versus white. And there was a good number of people that had gotten arrested on this. Who do I think is wrong in this situation? I think everybody wrong. I think the white guy that initially hit the security guard, the black security guard, was wrong, because it doesn't matter what he said to you. It doesn't matter what he did. You don't never put your hands on somebody unless you're defending yourself or defending the life of another person. So that fool was wrong. Them two guys got into a physical altercation and it was over. You know, then it was a few people, then it was over. But everybody else that subsequently jumped in, they were wrong. So, I think that most of the people in this was wrong, probably except for one or two people that were defending themselves. But let me go to the police chief, Daryl Albert, from the Montgomery Police Department, and you can hear his statements about the brawl. Roll clip 1.
The incident occurred between the co-captain of the Harrier II vessel and a private boat owner and his family. As the Harrier attempted to dock in its designated space, designated and reserved due to the gangway access as well as the mooring requirements, the private boat was docked in its space, prohibiting safe docking of the Harrier. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Pickett, the co-captain, being attacked by several members of the private boat. Several members of the Harrier II came to Mr. Pickett's defense, engaging in what we all have seen since on social media. As the mayor said a minute ago, this investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely. We want to thank the public and the media for supplying the much needed evidence and video surveillance that we've received, and it helped us to determine the facts as they happen. Keep in mind, when it initially took place, the police department didn't have the luxury of the videos that we all have seen now. The police department was acting on statements and witness statements that occurred as we arrived. Now that we have more information, again, more charges are pending.
So you heard that from the police chief. Looked like he's a black man. I think he detailed pretty accurately, obviously, what had happened. It's funny that I think a lot of people are taking this as a joke. I've seen 1,000 memes where black people it's mostly black people. I don't think white people look at this as a victory. I don't think white people look at this as anything significant whatsoever. But I think that a lot of black people do, at least from what I see. I mean, I'm not on white blogs. I don't know if there's an account called White People's Account. I know there's black Twitter, there's black Instagram. They got a place called the Shade Room and all this stuff that black people specifically go to, and it's about black issues. But people are making so many funny memes about this. I'm talking about somebody literally got the chair that one of the black men hit the woman over the head with tattooed on his arm. A legit tattoo on his arm of a chair that was involved in this altercation. And some people got Wakanda Forever. They do memes about all the black people coming to his defense. And in the video, you can see the black man throws his hat off. Now, I don't know what that meant. It was kind of weird that he did it. Maybe that was a signal, hey, I need help. Hey, I'm finna get ready to fight. So he throws his hat in the air so people can come to his defense. But people are making memes about that, where when he throws his hat in the sky, that was like a, like the Batman symbol in the air, like the thing went up and all the black people saw the symbol and they started assembling together to get in a physical altercation with the guy. So, it's funny that it ended up turning out to be kind of racial, but, this is an insignificant incident, to be honest. Some people would say, look at America. This is not America. This is somewhere in a small town where people, they tried that in a small town, and this is what you get. Where people are getting into a senseless fight. This would be comical funny, even if it was just all black people or all white people. It'll still be, in my opinion, equally as comical.